Hello everyone. At this time, we will about the cultural heritage of the OL Keep Mercado National Park. The members of this group are Frankie Lepediano, Mario Campo, Ronald Herron, Jorge May, Marco Quesada, and A. John Taniguchi.
Hello, my name is Mayra Campo. I'm going to talk about with identity. The lowland to the west is dominated by the Paraguay River, which in the rainy season overflows large areas of forest and savanna. There are also three great lowland plants that become flooded at varying levels during the season and several lakes in the large begin.
The national park Noel King marked this symbolized via their signs. They represent the key signs. They are part of the food chain and as a herbivore it is a disperser of the seeds of various plants on which it feeds.
My team is belonging. It belonged to the group of the largest park in the world. Four different ecosystems are found in the Nile Cape Mercado National Park in Bolivia. 1.5 million hectares in which 1,325 species of vertebrates and 3,041 registered botanical varieties can be seen. That the geographical situation of the reservates located in area of the difficult access and for that reason historical light inhabited, and the fact that 90% of its limits are made up of four more less mighty rivers facilitate insulation and make human pressure does not compromise with life, as is the case in most large parks on the planet.
Hello, my name is John. Territory. The park is located near the border with Brazil. Its territory includes the municipality of San Ignacio of Velasco province to the north of the department of Santa Cruz and a small part the municipality of Burgos of the provinces of Indianapolis to shortest of the department of Beni. It is bordered by the states of Rondônia and Mato Grosso in Brazil, on the Carapu or Huanchaca Plateau. 700 came from the city of Santa Cruz of the Sierra. It was an area of 1,532,446 came to, and its altitudinal range varies between 100 and 980 meters above sea level. Its climate is tropical, hot and humid, with a rainfall that fluctuates between 1,700 and 2,500 meters per year. Our main initiative is the Noel Kif Mercado National Park. This conservation area was 1.6 million hectares and is located in northeast Bolivia in the transition zone between the Chinicato dry forest in zone and the humid Amazon rainforest in the north. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marco Quesada, and this is my presentation of the history of Noel Kemp National Park. This park was founded 1979 and first it was called Huanchaca National Park. But in 1988 it received its new name in honor of the Bolivian biologist Noel Kemp Mercado, who was killed by drug traffickers when he accidentally discovered a clandestine cocaine factory on the plateau. The scene turned violent and that was how on September 5, 1986, on the Caparu Plateau, Don Noel Kemp Mercado, the country's most recognized naturalist, was assassinated by drug traffickers who was accompanying a mission of Spanish investigators. Thank you.
I going to the present heritage. The Noel Can Mercado National Park covered much of the Caparu or Huanchaca Plateau, with rise to 1,000 above sea level, was declared a World Heritage Site in 2000 because it is one of the largest and best preserved of the Amazon basin. Has a rich mosaic on habitats ranging from the Amazonian mountainous evergreen forest to the savanna and cerrado. This place also has unique beauty, which allows you to perform various activities such as hiking trails, camping, observation of fauna and flora, and various activities and research scientific. But the most important reason we its one name heritage is because it illustrates the history of evolution over. It's the one of the most protected and biodiverse places on the planet.
Good afternoon, teacher. We are the group number 2. Today we will talk about the Iguazu National Park. Our group is made of Eric Arellano, Mayla Carrera, Tatiana Huacón, Leonardo Logaña, Gibran Quiñones, and Maximiliano Tito. The first point is cultural aspect.
Hello, I am going to tell to you about the identity of the Guarani people of Iguazu. The story and customs of the Guarani is an activity that, under the name Experience in the Guarani Village, through a tour that goes through its song and traditional crafts. Visitors appreciate the maximum expression of their culture. You walk through an open path in the middle of the jungle where a guide is responsible for transmitting his knowledge about animal traps, hunting techniques, and the secret use of medicinal plants that they use. Thank you.
Symbolism. The Iguazu National Park himself does not have any symbol that represents it, but within the park it has a flora and fauna that represent it with animal and plant. The same ones that are in danger of extinction, such as the jaguar and the araucaria. Arborea species, symbol of Paraná, which produces pine nuts, and the most important are its waterfall, since they have been chosen as one of the next 7 natural wonders on the world. Thank you.
I am going to talk about its location. The park was created in 1934 to conserve the environment and biodiversity. And the National Reserve in 1970. Now, Brazilian and Argentina parks total more than 2,300 kilometers and located in the Iguazu department bordering the Iguazu River in the extreme north of the province from Misiones, dialing with the city of Puerto Iguazu and its eastern limit in this 17 kilometers from the city of Andersita, crossed by two national routes, 12 and 101. And that's all. Thank you very much. Next.
Territory. It is located entirely in the Iguazu department, bordering the Iguazu River in the extreme north, the Misiones province, bordering the city of Puerto Iguazu. Its eastern limit is 17 kilometers for the city of Andersito. It is crossed by two national routes, 12 and 101. On the Brazilian margin is the homonymous Iguazu National Park, Parque Nacional do Iguaçu, forming together with the Argentine National Park, a protected area of more than 2,400 square kilometers. To it, other contiguous reserves are added, such as the Puerto Peninsula Defense Natural Reserve.
History. The landscape is the result of volcanic process dating back 100 million years, which the foreground is the stunning hermographical features. The park main attraction and major destination for the international and the domestic touring is the impressive waterfall system, the Iguazu or Iguazu, right, renowned for the visual and acoustic beauty, which spans nearly 3 kilometers with the vertical drops of up to the 18 meter. The ride named after the indigenous term for the great water, from and the semicircle in the air and the two parts and they constitute the international border between Argentina and Brazil, before flowing into the mighty Paraná 20 25 kilometers downstream from the park. The proprietary house the single entry preserves the geographic basis of the state of Paraná, the basin on the Floriano right. Thank you.
Natural heritage of humanity. In 1984, UNESCO declared the Iguazu National Park World Heritage Site in 2011. The new Seven Wonders Foundation declared in the new wonder of the world. And finally, in 2015, UNESCO again declares the Iguazu National Park has outstanding universal value due to the cultural and natural importance of this area. One of the natural wonders of the world with more than 250 waterfalls in the middle of the Panama, 70 kilometers from the mouths of the Iguazu River in the waters of the Panama River Iguazu National Park. Emblem. The waterfall with form flocks that are seen the early hours when they leave to feed or at dusk when they return to their roots behind the curtains of weather. Thank you for attention, teacher.
Hello, together with my colleagues, we are going to tell about the natural heritage of Atlantic forest reserves of the Discovery Coast. Okay, The Atlantis Forest Reserves of the Discovery Coast comprise a series of cultural heritage which represent ordinary example of the first European occupation of the New World that are unique testimonies of this period of modern history. Uh, some of the most extraordinary examples are the History Center of Puerto Seguro, Valle Verde, Trancoso, and Santa Cruz de Cabrilla. The ruins of Brazil First Church are located out of a cliff north of Porto Seguro. Uh, Recently, an ancient Tupi civilization I was discovered. Continue, Colin.
Discovered Coast Atlantic Forest Reservoir, Brazil. History says that the reservoirs were formed around 60 million years ago. Before Eros discovered Brazil, the place was dry, loose, rainforest Atlantic forest. When civilization flourished clearly waters, the crab speak the for development and urbanization, ruining most of the coastal cover. Today, the remains of the Atlantic forest are spread across the sea. Nature a site spark, biology reserve and ecological station protect the minds of the forest reserve and natural biodiversity. Omewor as the rise, pollution, poaching, logging, forest fire, and still human. Encroaching are destroying the remnants of Atlantic Malta, despite prods, missiles discovered a project team. Unesco declared the reserve a World Heritage Site in 1999. The site, the site is home of the wide range of endemic species and illustrates a model of regulation of great interest to extinction and environment conservation.
Identity and heritage. The evolution of this exceptionally diverse region is the result of the mixture of the regional endemic space of the Atlantic forest with elements of the Amazonian ecosystem, particularly observed among plant and bird species. In the past, there were corridors between these two many ecosystems. They were subsequently discontinued, which probably contribute to the great richness of the flora found there, with many endemics and rare species, sometimes limited to fragments. The eight protected areas that make up the site conserved barely modified ancient environment and original natural ecological process, a forest archipelago that reveals an evolutionary structure of great interest to science and conservation. The Discovery Coast Atlantic Forest Reserve represents one of the richest tropical forest regions in the world in terms of biodiversity. It contains around 20% of the world's flora, including 627 endangered plant species. In some areas, more than 450 species of trees have been identified in an area equivalent to a football field. The fauna of the region is represented by 261 species of mammals, including 21 marsupials, 620 birds, 280 amphibians, and 200 reptiles in total. 185 species are threatened with extinction, including 73 species of mammals, of which 21 are primates. Among that, 118 species of birds is danger of extinction, 49 are endemics. The 16 species of amphibians that are threatened are endemics. Of the 13 constrained reptile space, 10 are endemic.
Territory. The reserves of the Discovery Coast are located between the states of Bahia of Espírito Santo. There are 18 protected areas separate from each other that have up to 112,000 hectares of Atlantic forests and associated shroom restingers. The humid forests of the Atlantic coast of Brazil have the richest biodiversity on the planet. The site is home to a wide range of endemic species and illustrates a model of evolution of great interest to science and environmental conservation.
Protection and Manager. The Discovery Coast Atlantic Forest Reserve location red where the south quad of the staff of Bahia and north quad of the staff of Espírito Santo consist of eight separate protected areas containing representation remains of the Atlantic forests. The National Park to Biologic Reserve of the Space Reserve span of the Prophet Quad Head Biology with and illustrate the evolution on the fair remote area of Atlantic forests in northern Brazil, with a highest rate of endemic and the evolution is stagnant on grade in there or is right on conservation. In biological reserve long is the manifold cohort or the coin no interrupt. In this acts we dictate that the only protection in the evolution on the exceptional. The various regions are the result of the mix on the region endemic species on Atlantic forests in endemic on the Amazonas ecology, particularly of the Amazonas, the species of planta of the years in the past. Coreates exist with the two main ecosystems. They were semi-wheat and demi-wheat, which probably contribute to the rich height of flour for the Birmani endemic and rare species sometimes limited to fragrantia. The eighth protected area that make of the seeds preserve best of white army emits an original natural ecologic process of forest archipelago that reserve an evolution stream of the great interest to the conservation.
In short, we must take care and become aware of the place that have flora and fauna since they are our livelihood. We can contribute with social aid to avoid a disaster in which we can regulate or enter existence. That is why we have to change the mentality and our habits and recall people to recycle and reuse. Let's love our forests and the ecosystems around who use that Latinos are very fortunate to have the great gold.
Yeah. Good morning. We are Group 4. The members are Alexander Chicaiza, Nicole Lema, Steven Ordóñez, Andrea Sanguano, Stephanie Bisuete. Let's talk about Dinosaur Provincial Park. Thanks.
Hello, Dinosaur Provincial Park History. Dinosaur Provincial Park is located in Patricia, 15 kilometers northeast of Brooks and southeast of Alberta, in Canada. It contains some of the most important fossils discovered and have developed since the age of reptiles, in particular around 35 species of dinosaurs, dating back some 79 million years. It was created in 1759 within the 15th relief of Alberta. Winter I am of province projecting fossil deposits. The first ranger was Roger Rogers and Mateo Farmers and fossil hunter. In 1979, it was included in the list of World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. Until 1985, the fossils discovered in the park were sent to museums around the world. Next, my parents.
Good morning. My name is Alexander Chicaiza, and I am going to talk you about the location of the Dinosaur Provincial Park. The Dinosaur Provincial Park is an outstanding example of the main geologic process and patterns of river erosion in the summer marine space. The separate streams along 26 kilometers of high quality and virtually unaltered riparian habitat presenting a landscape of utter but exceptional natural between. At 780-25 inside the property encompasses a significant portion on the repaint and wasteland habitat elements found in the region. Located in the desert area of the province of Alberta, the beautiful landscape park contains the most important vestige of the age of reptiles found to date. It is especially about 35 species of dinosaurs that live about 75 million years old. Thank you.
Reuters. The Dinosaur Provincial Park contains some of the most important fossil specimens discovered in the age of dinosaurs or period over time history. Over time, the seal is deposited by river running into sedimentary rock that preserving the remains of dinosaur litter. Later glacier excavated current landscape is crossed by terrain, deer, river and constitutes of habitat considered of parts European ecosystem.
Biodiversity. During the end of this Cretaceous period, 75 million years ago, the landscape was very different between a wet tropical with large forests covering a coastal plain. The river flowed eastwards across the plain into the warm via Francia. Conditions were also perfect for the preservation of the bones are fossil between 1979 and 1991, a total 230 the 1,473 fossil species very recognizing including 300 dinosaur skeletons. Private terraces support lush and diverse vegetation in different stages of succession, ranging for primitive plants, willow, cottonwood, forest, that shrubs, thicket, ephemeral wetland, and structurally complex the sagebrush flora. The lowlands are the habitat of several ecology, especially plant species, and are characterized by open vegetation dominated by plants of the genus Ardesania and the family Chenopodiaceae. The midwinter microclimate, along with an above food supply, provides good space for the development of native ungulates, such as pronghorn, mule deer, with tailed tree.
The property is exceptional in the numbers and variety of high-quality specimens, representing all known groups of Cretaceous dinosaurs. The diversity offers excellent opportunities for paleontology that is both comparative and chronological. More than 300 specimens in the Oldman Formation in the park included more than 150 complete skeletons now reside in the more than 30 major museums. Weather is subtropical climates with large forests that cover a coastal plains. The mild winter microclimates, along with an abundant food supply, provides good space for development of native ungulates, such as pronghorn, mule deer, and white-tailed deer.
Hello to all my group and I are going to talk about the Canadian Rocky Mountain Park. The history of the Canadian Rocky Mountain Park. Next. Uh, our natural complex located in the Rocky Mountain. They were declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1984. It is made up of four national parks in Canada: Banff National Park, Jasper National Park, Kootenay National Park, um, Yoho National Park, and three provincial parks in British Columbia. Um, Humber Provincial Park, Mount Provincial Park, Mount Robson Provincial Park. Next. The park include a mountain region, glaciers and hot spring and some, and the watershed of the largest river in North America, including um, Tabasco River, Columbia River, Fraser River. The area is known for its natural beauty and biodiversity. England, within the region, is the so-called Burgess Shale Cambrian fossil site of world significance, which was a World Heritage Site between the 1980 and 1990, and is now included in the Canadian Rocky Mountain Park.
Hello, my name is Didier Ortega. I'm going to talk about heritage. Canada, Canada's Rocky Mountain Park was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. Since the seven part of the Canadian Rockies for an impressive mountain landscape with ice fields and glaciers, applying meadows, lakes, waterfalls, extensive scar, cave system, and deeply incised canyons, all attracting millions of visitors annually. It is worth mentioning that the Burgess Shale, located in Ohio, is one of the most important fossil areas in the world. Perfectly preserved fossils record a diverse and abundant marine community, showing development of animal life from some 514 million years ago. The seven parts of Canadian Rocky Mountains are a classic representation of the significant and continuous glacial process along the continental divide, showing followed and upflight rocks.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn Garcia. Uh, um, the territory lying along the Alberta, British Columbia border, the Canadian Rockies or Rockies are located within two very large national parks, Banff to the south and Jasper to the north. Banff National Park was the first official wildlife sanctuary in Canada, and today the city that have its name has become the first tourist center in the country, both in summer and winter, although Jasper National Park is more extensive and unexplored. The rainfall it receives is mo- moderate, which leads to the conclusion that the rivers have an irregular flow. This population is very scarce, and the number of cities is really very poor. These main economic activities include looting and obtaining minerals such as gold, silver, molybdenum or zinc, and oil and gas. Its veget- vegetation is mainly characterized by the presence of conifers already in Alaska and not hills in the North America, with its meters above level. It is hosted in North America. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Malema, Culture Spec, identity of the Rocky Mountains of the Canada. They are identified by their beautiful fauna in winter are characterized for it by their lakes, reefs, and glass or blue turkeys. Um, in gigantic leaf fields, also there is a he wants that it is the place of the Aboriginal or indigenous people. They strong and the culture group that existing in Canada, for which it was declared war heritage site for its skin beautiful. Um, Symbology the each Rocky Mountain Park has the symbology of the bird which means protect on width and carry for the floral fauna. There are many symbols which Canadians take as a reference to the mountains, the structures that look a place and they become national emblems.
Okay. Hello, my name is Abigail Campo. I am tell about some cool Rocky Mountains bonus facts. Renowned for their scenic splendor, Canadian Rocky Mountain Park are comprised of Banff, Gasper, Kootenay, and Joe National Park and Mount Robson Mountain Assiniboine and Humber Provincial Park. Together they exemplify the outstanding physical characteristics of the Rocky Mountains biogeographic provinces. Classic illustrations of glacial geological processes are found through the art, uh, enclosed ice fields, remote valley glaciers, canyons, and exceptional examples of erosion and deposition. The Cambrian fossil seeds of the Burst shales and never Precambrian seeds contain important information about the evolution of the earth. The seven parks of the Canadian Rockies form an impressive mountain landscape, with rugged mountains, sky, ice fields, and glaciers, alpine meads, lakes, waterfalls, extension cards, cave systems, hot springs, deadly insects, canals. The Canadian Rocky Mountains Park possesses exceptional natural beautiful that attracts a million of visitors annually. Spread across Canada and the United States, they are considered the great backbone of North America. The mountains and their soaring were home to several native people, where mammoths and bears were on of ancient and are not extinct. Apache and Sioux tribes consider the mountains sacred. Some of the Canadian mountains have no name. Thank you.